Hey, welcome back to Pixels and Pines. I'm George, and today we're jumping into episode 7. This past stretch of Green Team days has taught me something huge. Routines are great, until they suddenly aren't. And when things change, whether that's rain, wood chipping, brambles, a ditch full of mud, or even an entire orchestra blocking me from recording episode 6, you learn a lot about yourself. So today's episode is about routines, coping with change, taking pride in what we do, giving back, and realising how our behaviour affects the people around us. Plus, I've got a new story from the 15th of October, something we'll call The Ditch, and a look at how I've been finding my voice as an orator. Let's dive in. Green team work has a real rhythm lately. A lot of it has been wood chipping paths, branches into the chipper, rake the chips, smooth the trails, repeat. There's something strangely calming about that. A routine that gives you stability. But then come the rainy days. Heavy boots, wet gloves, slippery paths. And still we kept going. Finishing a path while the rain tries to take your motivation feels like leveling up in real life. Of course, routines don't always work out how you'd expect. I turned up to record episode 6, fully planned, fully prepared, and suddenly the entire media department was blocked off. Why? Because One World Orchestra had paid for the space to rehearse. At first I thought, well, guess plan A is gone. But then I realised, Green Team teaches this every week. Plans change, weather moves, jobs shift. A routine with zero flexibility isn't a routine, it's a cage. Being able to adapt, that's the real skill. Games thrive on routines too. With Animal Crossing New Horizons, you talk to villagers, you pick up weeds, you go check in the shops, you dig up fossils. These are all daily loops that make the game so cosy. Then the seasons change. Snow appears, cherry blossom falls, or a new update drops and resets the whole vibe. In Fortnite, daily quests, weekly challenges. Then suddenly, a weapon is vaulted, a map changes, or a whole new mechanic arrives. With Rocket League, there's training packs, warm-ups, and muscle memory, until a season reset knocks your rank down and you start again. And in Minecraft, you have mining routines and farming schedules, until a huge update completely changes the caves. Games quietly train us to handle change. Coping with change is uncomfortable, but it's powerful. In Green Team, change shows up as rain, new tasks, or rerouted plans. In games, it's nerfs, buffs, patches, and updates. I remember a Rocket League patch that changed the car handling. Suddenly, everything felt wrong. But after a few days, it became normal again. That's how change works. It feels like chaos. Then it becomes routine. So here's a question. What if change is part of the routine? Something clicked for me recently. When I put full effort into a job, whether it's raking, chipping, clearing or recording, I feel proud. We finished a big wood chip path one day, and I stepped back to look at it. It looked clean, neat, safe, and honestly pretty good. And I thought, I helped make that. Pride doesn't make you arrogant. Pride makes you motivated. I've also realised something huge. My behaviour affects the people around me. If I show up positive, the team feels it too. If I show up frustrated, they feel that too. Energy spreads. One rainy day, morale was low, so I started talking, motivating, making people laugh, and the whole mood shifted. Same thing in games. One toxic teammate can ruin a match. One positive teammate can turn a loss into a comeback. How we act matters. Now, let's talk about the ditch. On the 15th of October, we weren't just near a ditch, we were clearing it. Our task was to dig out mud, leaves, and debris to find the hidden pipes underneath. Those pipes needed exposing so a digger could come through later and finish the job. So there I was, leaning over, scooping mud, shifting leaf piles, and suddenly I slipped straight into the ditch. Mud everywhere, soaked gloves, boots full of water, but I kept going because the job mattered. Eventually, I found the pipes buried underneath. A few days later, the digger driver came in, saw the pipes exposed, and cleared the rest properly. And that moment taught me this. Even when you slip, the work you do can make someone else's job possible. What I did in that ditch set up the next step, and that felt good. Green Team isn't just physical work, it's giving back. Every den we move, every path we chip, every hedge we open, every ditch we clear, we're helping make natural areas safer, cleaner, and more accessible. Most people who walk those paths will never know who made them, and that's okay. Giving back is quiet and humble, but it's powerful. This year has shown me something surprising. I'm good at speaking. This podcast helped me realise it. But even on Green Team days, motivating others, explaining tasks, keeping up morale, I've been using that voice more and more. Being an orator isn't just about talking, it's about leading with your words. And I'm learning how to use that skill in the right places at the right times. And that wraps up episode 7 of Pixels and Pines. From routines to rain, from wood chipping to ditch digging, from giving back to understanding my impact on others. This week has been full of growth. If episode 6 taught me rap, then episode 7 taught me this. Routine keeps your feet moving. Change keeps your mind growing. And pride keeps your heart in it. Thanks for listening, and as always, be respectful, stay aware, and always be prepared.